Hello, I'm Josh with Carlton Music Center in Winter Haven, Florida. And today, I'm going to talk to you about a new hot product we just got in, the BeatBuddy drum machine foot pedal, along with its sidekick, the official BeatBuddy foot switch. Well, let's open it up and check it out. Okay, so I've got the BeatBuddy all hooked up now, and let me kind of explain what you're seeing here. We'll start with the extra foot switch. I just have its patch cable that it came with from the back here. All right, just wired into the side here. We have where it says foot switch, and there's your inputs there. You can run any instrument through it. It's a guitar, piano, bass, whichever. And then there's a headphone volume right here too. You can plug in a set of headphones and run its volume separate. And on the other side here, okay, here's our headphone output, here's our stereo outputs. Right now I've got it running out into our mixer so you guys can hear what's going on. And here's our MIDI as well. Okay, here's our power, SD card slot, and USB. It's important to note also that back here, notice no spot to put batteries in because it does not run on batteries. But that's okay because the BeatBuddy comes with the power supply, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, now once you boot it up, there's no power switch, okay? So when I pull the plug, that's what's going to turn it off. When I put the plug back in, boots up all on its own. Okay. Once it loads up the drum set there, your screen shows you what song, the genre of it, time signature of that particular song, stopped because it's not playing, and what drum set sound it's using, which is the standard. And you've got volume, and you've got your volume knob right here. You can adjust the drum volume by itself right here, and then the BPM, your tempo. And you've got a tempo right here. You can roll back and forth how slow or fast you want it. So let's go ahead and get it started. I hit the pedal. Notice it turned red and started with an intro. After the intro, now we're green. And you can see the visual metronome going on. And right here in white, playing part 1 of 2. So the BeatBuddy comes loaded with 200 different songs and presets. All right, and they all have 2 parts. So right now we're playing part 1 of 2, time signature 4/4. So let's go ahead and do a fill. We'll go ahead and click the pedal on beat 4. Notice it turned yellow. It went back to green. So your fills, it's going to turn yellow, just to kind of help you see from a distance what part it's playing when you're actually playing along with this. Each part has 3 different fills. If you notice, it changes where it says playing part. When I do hit the fill, and they're all different. That was 3 of 3. Now let's transition to the next part. Let's go to 2 of 2, and to do a transition, you want to hold the pedal for just a moment, and you're going to notice the change in color here. Watch. Okay, so we're at part 2 of 2. It turned like a light blue when I did a transition. And how I do the transition is I hold the pedal. When I'm doing fills, I just push it. When I want to do a transition, I've got to hold it for a second and do it again. We're going to transition back to part 1 of 2. Holding. There we go. Something else you can do with the transition, you can actually repeat the transition if you like. Check it out. Just by holding it. And holding it. Hold it again. Okay? So let's go ahead and end this song. So we're going to double tap the pedal here on beat 4. It turns red. So your intros and outros are red, your parts are green, your fills are yellow and your transitions this same color right here. All right, so let's go to another tune here. When we hit the down arrow here, or up arrow, it doesn't matter, brings us to our folders here. And the way the BeatBuddy sets it up out of the box is the different folders are the different genres. You got blues, Brazilian, brush beats, country, drum and bass, funk, hip-hop, jazz, Latin, marching, metal, odd time, a few other ones here too. There's your pop, punk, oldies. We can go back and forth with up and down. So let's go ahead and run through. Let's go to the funk here. All right, so I want to choose funk. I hit the tap button. And then here's all of our songs within that folder. So we've got 10 different funk styles in the funk category. We'll start with the first one. Hit tap. Loads it up. Okay. And we start it. I can go ahead and run the different tempo if I wanted to. If I want to speed it up a hair, we'll just dial in the tempo here. Bump it up. Okay, so notice I changed tempos with the dial here. I can also set up a tap tempo if I wanted to, just by pushing the tap and tapping how fast or slow I wanted to. I find the desired tempo. I go ahead and hit the tempo button, bring us back to the screen. Okay. Let's take a look over at the foot switch here. What does it do? Well, it can do a number of things. Right now I have it set up to when there's no song playing, it's on stop. I can go ahead and run through the different songs within that folder. All right, so I'm on Funk 1. I want to go to Funk 2. So instead of coming over and pushing the button, I can just hit that there. Takes me to Funk 2 and start it. Alright, I want to go back to Funk 1. I hit the left pedal, or the left side, and I can run through basically my whole set. If I've got this set up for a live set, I can run through my whole set with my feet kicking these. Of course, I'm using my hands, yes, I know. Now, a few other options this thing can do. While it's playing, I can use the left pedal as an accent hit, okay? And this will actually freeze it, or freeze the song, wherever I want it to. Check it out. Okay? So like I said, this is an accent hit. Listen closely. Okay? This one here will pause it wherever I want it to. Notice the screen over here turns dark and it tells me it's paused. And as soon as I hit that switch again, it's going to start it right from beat 1. Listen. If I'm in the middle of the phrase, on beat 3, say for instance, I can pause it and it's going to start back at beat 1. Alright, so the extra foot switch is a great accessory. It's almost necessary to purchase this along with the BeatBuddy pedal. I can also set up the foot switch to do different things. Let me just show you real quick here. Okay, these buttons here also, you can push them in Okay, let me just actually talk about the drum set real quick. If I push that in, I can change the different drum kits. Jazz kit, a rock kit, brushes, percussion. We'll just keep it on standard. All right. But if I push both of these in at the same time, it brings me up to a new menu of options. Okay, main pedal, foot switch. So let's go through that. Foot switch detector. Let's go to foot switch function. First switch stopped. Okay, so before, what I had it set up to do was go back in the songs. But I can set it up to be an accent hit, song advance, song back, or tap tempo. All right, so I've got it set the song back. We'll keep it there. While it's playing, the foot switch is an accent hit, but I can actually set it to be the pause, unpause, tap tempo, or I can set it up to do the outro fill instead of clicking this twice for the outro fill. And you get the same options with the second switch. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to check out our other video of us jamming with the BeatBuddy. If you have any more questions about it, you can give us a call, you can shoot me an email, or if you want to read up a little bit more on the BeatBuddy, check out our website. Thanks again for watching.